Hello and welcome to the live stream. I am Andy, pardon me, N0APX, product manager at World Radio League, joining you today from my ham shack here in the beautiful state of Missouri. Welcome everybody. Looks like we've got 4 viewers here. Here, let me shut off my bumper music here. All right, we'll go ahead and turn that off there. Hello everyone, glad you were able to show up. Looks like we've got 3 people watching. We'll keep rolling. Hopefully more of you will join. Great to see everybody here. Great to see y'all jumping in. Absolutely. We'll let several of you join on in here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my logging window. You know what? I just realized I don't have cat control connected yet. Sat down here and didn't open my cat app. Here's some rumbling around behind me. Don't worry. Got my 3D printer printing up some more end-fed biscuit antennas, or another end-fed biscuit antenna currently. So, great to see you all here. I was at the More Expo earlier today. Why isn't my radio showing up on the... Apparently I do not have the radio connected. I was at the More Off-Roading Expo earlier today. A lot of ham radio YouTubers ended up showing up there. So if you're a follower on my personal channel, you can search me Andy, or it's Andy N0APX. If you're a follower there, I've got several videos about my antenna, and I'll be posting soon some videos regarding, probably a couple of videos regarding the More Expo. Had a couple of great videos there. So if you're a follower there, keep an eye out for that. You're going to see me slide off screen, but I've still got my mic connected here. So you'll still hear me talking, but apparently my radio is unplugged from my computer. So there we go. That should fix it. A little bit of unplugged radio can definitely cause problems. So hopefully that fixed it. We're going to go ahead and try to find the port here on my cat app. There we go. It's in there now. Okay, you know what? I really should be sharing my screen here. Give me 1 second. To share this. Share entire screen, screen 1. There we go. Now you can see it. Okay, so cat app connected. Looks like we've got some activity here. I'm going to pull the cat control app. I'm probably just going to go ahead and slide it off to my other screen since we're connected. I don't really think I need it. If you guys want to see it at all, just let me know in the chat. And whoops, I have this thing set to private chat. Let me see if anybody's got any comments. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see the cat app. I can do kind of a split screen thing, but otherwise I'm going to kind of just roll with having it all, having my logger full screen. So let me know if you want to see that. All right, if everybody can hear me in the chat, please either give me a thumbs up if you're on Facebook, or so you want to see the cat control app. Oh, we've got somebody who wants to see the cat control app. Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and bring it over here. I'm going to pop it half screen here, this on the other half, and then I'll probably just kind of slide this over. If I can figure out how Mac does this. There we go. Slide that over, kind of give me a little bit more logging space here. Absolutely. So, all right, guys. Yeah, so I'll probably be dropping some videos soon from the More Expo. I bumped into some local guys out there. Dave, KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. You can catch him on YouTube. Him and the Next Amateur Radio Club had their trailer. And so I did a video tour of their comms trailer. Beautiful trailer. Bumped into Jason, Ham Radio 2.0. Shot a quick video with him. Yeah, ran into a lot of guys, really. Kyle AA0Z, probably going to be doing a live stream with him maybe at some point. A lot of hams there, and we had some productive discussion surrounding World Radio League, so maybe we'll be seeing some new things out of that. But great to have you guys all here. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the radio, but what I want to do today is if you guys have questions, comments, any thoughts at all, about World Radio League, please drop that in the comments down below. I'd love to see some of that. If you guys are at all interested in, in sharing your thoughts, please just drop those thoughts down below, and we will go ahead and collapse that for now. We'll discuss whatever you want to discuss. So please feel free to drop that down below in the comments. POTA spot page, yes, we integrate our POTA spots. Here's the spotting page. I can select this tag here. Let me full screen this so you can see it okay. I may full screen it part of the time, show you cat control app part of the time, but I may just full screen this app part of the time. You can show this POTA only here. There, that just filtered by only POTA. Yes. So if I wanted to jump to this frequency right here, if I've got my cat control app connected, I can just double click, and there we go. Now my radio is, you can't see my radio screen, but it's now at 14.257. So, yep, absolutely. That is exactly how it works. Okay, we're gonna try to get on there. I apologize for not having a camera on my radio. It was either you see me or you see my radio, so I didn't really have it set up a dual camera view. So. And my radio is a little bit messy looking right now. So the area around my radio, I should say. So let's see if we can make some contacts. Drop any thoughts, questions, comments down below, please. And we'll get to those as they come in. I stopped at the comms trailer, the Next Amateur Radio comms trailer, but I didn't have my Florida QSO party log set up yet. I logged several Florida QSO party contacts. So I'll probably just migrate those to this log later, but right now I'm kind of starting from scratch. I do have 8 contacts I can move in later though, so. I'm going to start at the bottom end of 20 meters and work my way up. I've got a 20 meter dipole set up. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we definitely try hard to please the POTA operator community. You know, that's our primary target audience right now. We're kind of moving into more of the contesting sector, but you know, we've tried to really streamline our POTA setup first and foremost, get that ready before we branch out too far. So absolutely, we definitely got this, and we do have the offline app coming as well, which will eventually V1. I was recently told V1 is not directly contained. The cat control app and the desktop app will not be a single app, but eventually in like V2, I believe we will be bringing them together into a single app is the plan, so that you only have to make one install and everything's there. Ham Radio with N0APX. Hey there, Otis. Saw you streaming earlier. Hope you had fun with the QSO party. Great to see you there. Ryan, the brains behind our beautiful designs here at World Radio League, jumping in on the stream. Great to see you, Ryan. Yeah, hope you're doing well today. And yeah, Ryan, I was just, I don't know if you were in right at the beginning there, but I was just letting everybody know that I went to the More Expo, and so we got some new fresh ideas and stuff from some of the hams there to stuff we can do with World Radio League. So let's see here. 73 from Mexico, XE1BLA, great to see you. Ryan says, great to see you in action. Absolutely. Maybe you ought to do a Figma Designs live stream. No, I'm just kidding. But great to see you in the chat, Ryan. All right, W2ELS, hello, hello. Great to have you on board. Great to have you on the stream. Ham Radio Otis, Ham Radio with N0APX. Go check his channel out if you haven't subscribed yet. 17 QSOs on his 40 QSO party log. That's fantastic. And like I said, guys, I see there's a lot more of you jumping in now. If you have any questions, any thoughts, anything you want to get answered, just drop it in the comments down below. I apologize if my video is a little bit fuzzy. My internet's up and down, so right now it looks like it may be a little low, but it will hopefully come up here in a little bit. So, setting for your extra Otis. That's great. Using Ham Radio Prep. By all means, go use Ham Radio Prep to study for your license course. That's awesome. That's what I used to study for my general before I ever even joined the team. I didn't even really use a logging software at that point. Maybe a little bit for 2 meters local stuff, but I didn't even use one. Didn't even know World Radio League existed really, and didn't you know, just wasn't really involved with the company. Then I studied with Ham Radio Prep, got my extra, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun ever since. See here, will WRL work with WinKeyer? Pat, WinKeyer. Let's take a look and see what WinKeyer is. I am not familiar with WinKeyer. Let's try it. See what it is. WinKeyer is, you're gonna have to, Pat, you may have to kind of explain to me what WinKeyer is, what it does. Can you drop a comment in there? Let me know what how WinKeyer works. Yeah, Otis says he's studying for his general or his extra at age 12. That's great. Rodney, KJ5FWC, jumping in the chat. Great to see you, Rodney. Howdy from DFW. Finally drying out for a few days. That's awesome, awesome. Rodney is I kind of self-plugged on the other day on a live stream that I was building a new antenna personally. This guy right here, and Rodney's one of my beta testers. So Rodney, I have a kit ready for you, and I will be dropping it in the mail very soon. And if Jacob is watching, I've got your assembled unit ready. I will be dropping that in the mail. And then W4RTI, I believe is your call sign. I'm sorry, slipping my mind at the moment. I've got yours coming in the mail soon. So got yours assembled. N0APX, I didn't see you on my list. W4TRI, okay, thank you. N0APX, I did not see you on my list, but DM me on Discord if you want to beta test my antenna, and I'll definitely get in touch with you. What's the basic design for my antenna? I'm gonna operate for a few minutes here on World Radio League. And then I'm sorry, I don't know how you pronounce your screen name, but I'll drop a link to my YouTube channel in the comments here. Go over there. I have a couple of videos on it, and then I may just jump on, and if YouTube will let me, I'm not sure I have enough subscribers, but if YouTube will let me, it's kind of a new channel, but if YouTube will let me, I'll do a quick stream there and kind of show you how it works once I'm done here. I'll probably be streaming here for just a little bit. But yeah, basically it's I call it the infed biscuit, and it spools out like so. You just pull on the wire, it spools. Try to get in front of the camera there. It just spools out as you do it. BNC connector. It's QRP 20 meter infed half wave. So it's just basically just quick deploy, and you just wrap it back up when you're done, and stick the wire through the little hole, and you're good to go. So just a really slim, thin little antenna. But But yeah, absolutely. I'll drop a link to my YouTube channel here in a few minutes, and I might jump over there and do a stream on my personal channel here in a little bit if I have time. And if that doesn't work, I do have videos there kind of describing how the antenna works. So feel free to let me grab a link to my channel. I'll go ahead and drop that in now, and go ahead and subscribe. That way you can. Yeah, it's similar to spool antenna. I was actually in the middle of designing this thing. And I was getting ready to reach out for beta testers, and I saw spool antenna started showing up in my feed. I'm like, oh, somebody has already done this. But then I realized it's not really the same. On spool antenna, you have to, after you kind of get all the wire unspooled, you have to take the end of it, plug it into the side and everything. This is all just one, all you got to do is pop the wire out, spool it out, and you're on the air. Just plug in your coax here, and you're good to go. You don't have to, there's no extra plugging in or anything. You just spool it out. And also, this is a contained unit, so you don't even have to use a screwdriver. Like on spool antenna, I think you have to use a screwdriver in the side. This one, you just grab the disc on the side here and just spool it out. There's no like extra kit you need to spool it out. So N0APX 14343. All right, let's jump over to 14343. 14.343. There we go. All right, my radio's on 14343. I'm listening for you, Otis. I'm listening for you. Yeah, I have very few subs on my personal channel. Oh yeah, I was gonna drop the link. Let me see if I've got that link here. Copy, paste. There you go. Go subscribe if you want to. All right. Okay, so Rodney KJ5FWC, test toroids and winding core arrive tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah, Rodney's going to do some experimenting with my design and see if he can help me improve it even further. I've got it really good on 20 and 10 and pretty good on 15, but he thinks that he's got maybe a couple of alternate winding designs that might help me, improve the efficiency even more. But we'll see how it's going to happen. Is James going to be on here? N0APX? We'll see. I didn't tell James that I was going to be on tonight, so I'm not sure that he knew that this was going to happen. But if he sees it and he has time, he will probably jump on. Otherwise, it will. It may be. It may not be. It may not work tonight, but. Just got 2 Australia 12 meters G90 20 watts FT8 12 meter FT8. That's awesome. I don't know if I've worked Australia on 12. That's fantastic. That's really great. That's really great. Otis, I'm on 14343. If you're calling CQ, I can't hear you. You might give it a couple calls here and see if yeah, I'm listening now. You might give it a couple calls. I'll see if I can hear you. We'll listen for Otis here. Not hearing you, Otis. Not hearing you. Got somebody close. Kilo, is that Kilo Zulu, Oscar, November Kilo, November 0, Alpha Pop X-ray. Kilo Zulu, Oscar, Kilo 2, Oscar, November Kilo, November 0, Alpha Pop X-ray. Kilo Zulu. I don't know what I heard. Samoa? Nice. Nice. I'm not hearing this Oscar November Kilo station. I don't know what happened there. Alright, back to 343. Otis, give it a couple calls. Give it a couple calls. In fact, Otis, I'm going to shout at you on... you can't... okay, alright. Otis, if you have 14343 up, I'm going to call CQ on 343 a couple times, and we'll give it a shot. CQ, 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 November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray, CQ, November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray, calling CQ20. CQ, 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 November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray, N0APX, calling CQ20, and standing by. CQ, 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 November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray, November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray, calling CQ and standing by. Alright, Otis. No worries, Otis not copying, that's just fine. We'll dial around a little bit, see what we can hear on the air. If you guys have any thoughts, any questions, comments you want to share with us, drop those in the comment section down below. Keep seeing the viewer count go up and down, so just stick with me, guys. We're gonna see if we can make a few contacts here, and then so yeah, I was at the More Expo in Springfield, Missouri. If you're at all interested, they have it. This is my first year there, but I believe they have it yearly. Overlanding, off-roading type expo, but there's been a large and seems to be growing YouTuber presence. We had 14652. And there was Tank Radio, Ham Radio 2.0. There was see here, who else was there? Gray Man Poda. There was Freddie Mac from Ham Radio Crusader. Like I said, the K6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham, and the Nixa Club. And our local repeater group coordinator, Michael N0 NQW. We had, who else did we have there? I think I said Kyle A0Z. There was several more. Digital Rancher was there. We had K0WHW was there. And yeah, there was several, definitely several operators there. So really great event. But yeah, I'll try to post. I got a couple of videos. One with Ham Radio 2.0, KC5HWB, and then one with Dave KE6GAE showing off their comms trailer. So a couple great videos there. I'll hopefully be posting on my personal channel later. But guys, what are we talking about World Radio League today? What's the big thoughts today about World Radio League? While you guys are dropping those in the comments, I'm going to dial around and see if I can work a couple of Florida QSO party stations. Yikes. I don't know what contest this is, but I'm going to try to log in.
Kilo 6 Golf Oscar Hotel. Kilo 6 Golf Tango.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna come out of my Florida QSO party log for this one.
You're 5'9" in California, 73.
Thank you for 5'9" in California, 73. Good luck.
November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray.
The Alpha Bravo Kilo, please again.
Oops.
Kilo 4, Papa Alpha Kilo. You're 5'9", CL2.
Hey, concurrent viewers, that's great. That's great, Otis. Analytics should be for free. I'm sorry, there's not a way we can do that because it takes so much processing power on the background. We had to get it. I mean, it takes so much data handling, I should say. Online data handling is expensive, and that's the reason we had to do it. So, I apologize, but that's not going to be an option, really. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray.
Oh, you are definitely 5'9" in Massachusetts.
Switzerland just booming in here.
Good luck. Thank you for the points from Massachusetts. QSO total 792 goals.
November 0, Alpha Papa X-ray.
Foxtrot uniform. Kilo Charlie 5. Romeo Foxtrot uniform. You're 5'9", Sierra 2.
You're 5 and 9 plus 10. Good signal into the state of Florida. QSL.
Thank you for 5 and 9.
Vaughn, awesome.
So strong here in Switzerland.
Great to see you.
Clean elevation, 7-3.
November 0, Alpha Papa X-ray.
November 3, Alpha Papa X-ray. That was fast. 5'9", Sierra 2.
QSL, it's November 0. The number is 0. November 0, Alpha Papa X-ray. You're 5'9", Missouri Mike Oscar.
Thank you for 5'9" from Missouri. I have to call for November 0, Alpha Papa X-ray.
QSL, you got it. 7-3.
7-3, bye-bye.
Awesome. All right. Switzerland.
Kilo 7.
Great, Vaughn. I hope to get you in the log. That's incredible. Yep. N0APX. If you're not operating CW yet, I would highly recommend you check out the Long Island CW Club. They helped me out tremendously. Fantastic group. Rodney KJ5FWC every now and then 12 meters about this time works. Brazil. Awesome. I'm going to see if we have this contest going because I'm not the guy who's been adding contests to the system lately. I can, but I haven't added a lot of them lately. Let's see if I can figure out what contest is going on. Okay, this must be like a foreign contest that we haven't gotten into the system yet. So maybe I can check with Brad later. If you guys have probably talked to Brad in the community, I can check with him later and see if we can find the source of that contest. So let me get back to my log. Oh, these are the contacts I logged from more. They had an FT710 set up. The trailer, awesome radio. It's the first time I'd ever used a Yaesu. And yeah, I logged 8 contacts, nothing flat. They had a, let me see if I can find a picture of it. They had one of these alpha antennas situations going on here, and it was a really neat antenna. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. That's the setup they had was like crazy. Try to do CW keeps failing. I totally get it, Otis. That's why I started. I would recommend kind of listening to, maybe if you have an app that you can like put in text and it plays CW back. I would recommend doing that with your call sign so that you can learn exactly how your call sign sounds, exactly how to copy it and how to send it, and then learn like just the easy stuff like learn what a CQ sounds like. Learn what a 7.3 sounds like, and if you and learn how to send your own state code. Like I'm not sure what state you're in. For me, it's MO for Missouri. If you learn those basic things, you can go on the POTA spot or on our spotting page here, and hunt the POTA stations. Filter a POTA only. Hunt the POTA CW stations, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. They're really patient with you. They are, they'll take time, they'll slow down, they'll help you out. But those POTA CW operators, they'll definitely help you out. It's a fantastic way to learn. That's a great way to get on the air. Just even if you don't even know how to copy their call sign, if you find them on the POTA spotting page, and then just listen and make sure like the number's right or one of the letters, a couple of the letters, make sure that they sound good. That's a great. It's a great way to get started, and the Long Island CW Club, I highly recommend them. Sean, great to see you. Yes, everything's doing fantastic. Great to see you in the chat here. Yeah, we were discussing CW. Otis learned CW here. I was on trying to hunt Florida QSO party stations, but I logged a Switzerland station over here. Instead, let me jump over there and log this HB9ZG out of Switzerland. But yeah. All right, what else do we have in the comments here? Radio with N0APX saying, yep, CQ, da. Code talking is also a very good way to learn CW. Just like I did there, da. That's CQ, and da. That's 7.3. Da. That's they teach that in Long Island CW Club, so it's a very, very good method. Ronnie, W4TRI, great to see you, my friend. I've got an antenna built up and ready to ship for you, so hopefully next week I'll get your beta unit out, along with Jacob and Rodney's. So great to see you, Ronnie. All right, let's dial around a little bit, see who else we can hear. The last Florida QSO party, I actually submitted a youth score, in the youth category, and so I guess there weren't very many youth entries that year, so I was able to get a plaque out of the deal. But ready to test, fantastic, Ronnie. Enhanced analytics and awards. Oh, by the way, guys, if you haven't, go to the Ham Radio Prep store and get yourself one of these tumblers. These things are fantastic. I love these things. Or you can go pick yourself up a World Radio League mug, or if you're a founding member of World Radio League, you can pick yourself up a World Radio League founding member pin. Using the form that we send you, like a form you can fill out to get that. In fact, I was at the More Expo today, as I mentioned earlier. For those of you who weren't here, I went to the More Expo, Springfield, Missouri, off-roading, overlanding expo. A lot of ham radio, a very big ham radio presence there. And one of the guys there, K0WHW, I bumped into him there. I hadn't seen him on YouTube really yet. But I saw he was wearing a World Radio League founding member pin, so that initiated a conversation pretty quick. So yeah, absolutely. Forward to enhanced analytics and awards. Rodney, what exactly do you want to see? Give me some ideas here. Give me some thoughts, because we're doing some database changes in the near future to make it easier to run analytics and awards. So it's going to take a little bit of time. But we're definitely definitely. Are we still here, guys? Give me a second. Give me just a second, guys. Let me switch Wi-Fi systems here. We'll keep the stream rolling. Just give me just a second. There. We're temporarily switching the network here so that I can hopefully keep this thing rolling without too much interruption. Ham Radio N0APX streaming for the QSO party tomorrow. All right, great. Vaughn, great to see you in here, Vaughn. Fantastic. While I'm, let me just pull this stream up, make sure that we're still doing good. Okay, yeah, we're good. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to make it to Dayton this year. I would really like to be at Dayton. I don't think it's going to work out. I've got too many things going on right now. I've got a lot of stuff going on. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be at Dayton, Vaughn. But thank you for asking. Hopefully, maybe one of these days I'll get to meet you guys. Tell you what, Vaughn, we have the Smart Ham Fest coming up the first weekend of June in Springfield, Missouri. If you guys want to come to the Smart Ham Fest, I'll meet you there. I would love to meet you guys in person. But yeah, Smart Ham Fest, if you guys are interested, let me grab that link and drop it in the chat down below. It looked like Otis is heading out. 7-3 Otis. Have a great night. But yeah, Vaughn, let me pull up this Smart Ham Fest link. And I don't, I totally get it. You guys are probably busy, probably not, very high on your priority list. But in case it is, let me send you the link. Pre-field day Ham Fest. Do they not have their... They may not have Ham Fests. Here we go. Oh, that's not it. Readers, members. Well, I'm looking for it. I just got the date the other day, so they may not have the post yet. But it'll be on this website. Let me send you the website link. It'll be, once they post the date, it'll be on this website. And anybody who wants to come, I'd love to meet you in person. Springfield, Missouri, next this coming June, the first weekend of June. Pardon me. The first Saturday, I believe it is, in June. Love to see you guys at Dayton, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it this year. So 7-3 to Otis. Great to see you guys. Great to see you in there. Rodney. Okay, so this is in response to my question about what analytics and awards he'd like to see. Listing for what states, countries are needed. And 50 states and 100 DX worked while you're waiting on confirmations. Yeah, okay. Definitely good information. Let me grab a screenshot of this comment and I'll drop it in my notes to share with the team. So today is April 26th. I'll drop that in my notes. Share with the team. Thank you, Rodney. Yeah, if you guys are able to come to Smart Ham Fest, I'd love to meet you guys. And I'll probably be there, hopefully on the floor. Now, I probably won't have a booth or a table, but I'll probably be on the floor repping for Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League. So I'd love to see you guys there at Smart Ham Fest. It's not a huge one, but we do have a nice big, pretty much the whole thing is air conditioned. They do have a little bit of a boneyard outside sometimes, but not much. It's mostly indoors, and it's really nice. So Vaughn and Julie are going to be at Dayton and Huntsville and Melbourne. Yeah, so absolutely, I totally get it. But man, if you guys get a chance to swing through, be glad to meet you. Absolutely happy to see you guys. All right, let's turn the radio up. You guys drop your comments and questions about World Radio League in there. We'll keep tuning around, see where we can work.
Kilo Juliet 7, Juliet, scratch that, let me try that again. Kilo Juliet 7.
Vaughn and Julie, are you guys on the air right now, or are you off the air?
Possible 5-6 in Oscar Romeo, you are 5-5 double nickels in the U.S. 1189er in California. Thanks for running, 7-3. Kilo November 6, Yankee Oscar Juliet, Georgia.
Say Yankee Oscar?
Kilo 8, Charlie.
Oh yeah, okay, he's at the park. Automatically pulled the park information for me, so.
Copy the 5-9 into Mike India. I have you 5-5 double missiles in the U.S. 1189er. Hey, thanks, 7-3. Keep parks in the air. Keep parks in the air. Kilo, November 6th, Yankee Oscar Juliet at Park U.S. 1189er. Red Rock, California. Standing by.
November 0, Alpha Papa X-ray.
Golf Juliet. Golf Juliet, stand by. November 0 station, go ahead.
November 0, Alpha Papa X-ray.
November 0, Alpha Papa X-ray 4343 to Park US 1189.
QSL, the 43. I've got you 5959 here in the beautiful state of Missouri.
Copy the 59 into Mike Oscar. Thanks for hunting. 7-3.
7-3. Have a great activation.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. 7-3. Golf Juliet.
That's crazy. He gave me a 4-3. I got him 5-9 booming in here. We're gonna need to work on my antenna. I was just listening to a recent ham radio workbench podcast, and they were discussing loop on ground antennas. So if anybody's got any experience with those, I'd be highly interested.
I know you got 2 more hops, but you're fading in and out on me real bad.
So thankfully I've got my mic attached to me so I can swing over here, guys, and you can still hear me. But hope you guys are all doing okay. If you have anything you'd like to discuss, any thoughts, anything, whoops, sorry about that. Any thoughts, anything you want to discuss, ham radio related, drop it in the comments down below. Be happy to chat ham radio with you guys. So Vaughn, are you guys still watching the stream? Are you guys still in the comments?
Roger that. Whiskey 4, Whiskey Delta Kilo. I'm still here.
Okay, there's something maybe a net or something going on here. We may try 10 meters and see what's going on over there. Can you guys hear my radio okay? Maybe give me a thumbs up if you're on Facebook, or a yes in the chat, or just a note in the chat if you can hear my radio okay. Sounds like everything's kind of transitioning over to nets and stuff. I was gonna try to get some Florida QSO party, but guys, we are not doing tonight. We're not doing QSO party tonight for some reason. Okay, Rodney, you can hear my radio. That's good. Using a Kenwood TS570D. So it's the D model. I don't have 6 meters, but it works really well. Guys, I've also got Discord up here. So if you are on Discord and you know where I'm at, you can shoot me a DM there if you need to chat with me directly. So. Alright, we're going to toot around a little more, see what else we can hear. Just got a 20-meter dipole up right now, so. Okay, that's below. Okay, I'm gonna jump up. You know what we could do? We could pull out some FT8. Well, let me just do that, guys. Let me show you what FT8 looks like. What it looks like connecting to FT8 using World Radio Link. If I have, do I have WSGTX currently installed? Yes, I do. Now, if everything plays nice, let me go ahead and disconnect this. There we go. Stop radio connection so that I don't have to fight with that. Alright guys, let's walk you through the process here. It looks like we're receiving really good. I'm going to turn this down because it's coming through my signal link. And I won't have an issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I got this set to the right logbook, which it is. Hit start listening. That's all there is to it. After I definitely have to disconnect my radio first because WSJTX does not play nice with other things talking to your radio. So I have to disconnect my radio first, and then all the frequency, all that information is just logged straight through the cat control app. So go ahead and pull this out of the way. We just, you just make sure you've got the right port, UDP port, which you can find that in your WSJTX settings. We're planning on doing a video on that at some point, so keep an eye out for that. And then you select the logbook you want to send it to, and then start listening. When you're done, you can hit stop listening. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring, probably going to bring my logbook. Where's my logbook? Is it right here? Oops, that's not it. There we go. There's my logbook. Let me go ahead and just minimize this so out of the way. Bring my logbook up over here so we can kind of watch those contacts populate as we make them. And I'm going to bring this, kind of line it up here so you can see that. We'll see these contacts populate down here. All right, let's try to work some stations. Let's see here. Make sure this is tuned up on 15. I'm 15 meters right now. Grab this guy. There we go, full TX. Started calling CQ on 20. All right, Rodney, let me show Rodney's comment. Rodney, I'll jump down to 20 here real soon and try to work you all. I'm going to try calling this PT2ND station real quick, and then I'll jump down to 20. Ronnie, W4TR, I have not done digital modes yet. Need to try that this week. Yeah, awesome. So guys, the Florida QSO party thing didn't work out so well. I'd say everybody's on 40 right now, and I simply do not have that good a 40 capability set up right now. So, oh, Rodney just moved to 15. All right, well let me try to work you on 15. Try to see whether this PT2ND station is going to work with me. Nope, not yet. Let me stop. Okay, I'm looking for you, Rodney. Okay. I'm looking for you. 2113. Ooh, I may not have that section. Yeah, I'm listening to that section. So I'm probably just not seeing you here, and somebody's gonna come on and say, hey, Rodney's in your list, but I'm not seeing you yet. There's several people on 2113. You might want to move. You might want to move a little bit because I got a lot of people here on 2113. Looks like piled on here. There's like several stations all at once. So, I don't know. We'll see. Give me just a second, guys. I've got people DMing me on Discord here, and I'm juggling all these things at once. So give me just a second. Rodney, I'm still keeping an eye out for you. I don't see you yet. Rodney, I'm not seeing you yet. I'm going to call CQ here in a second. Maybe we can try to work that way and see if you can see me. Let me try calling this EC3A. Okay, 2291. So 2291. Let me see if I can spot that part of the spectrum here. 2291. I'm not. There we go. Okay. We'll try that. See what I can see on 2291. We'll stop calling that guy so that I can watch both sides of this. Okay, maybe that's you right there. That. We'll see if you pop up here. KG5 FWC. I'm not seeing you, Rodney. I'm not seeing you. Okay, I'm gonna call CQ here. Let me grab a new. Well, I'm probably good. Yeah, I'm good on the. There we go. We'll call on this cycle so that you won't hear me that time, but you'll probably hear me on the next go around. Okay, this is really my second full CQ, but let's see what happens here. Nobody picking me yet. Let's see here. Aha! Hello, hello, hello. EOD Kaboom. Great to see you. Great to see you there. KH2XX. Nice call sign. KH2XX. I like it. Great to see you there. KH2XX has been on some recent lives in the comments. Great to see you there. Not a lot, EOD Kaboom. Tried to do some work some Florida QSO party, but man, I think they must have all gone to 40, and I don't have a good 40 antenna set up right now. I only got a dipole for my base station here right now for 20 meters. So I'm actually, oh, POTA Power's home. I think I'm gonna switch back to single sideband and see if I can get them in the log if they're gonna set up. And guys, are you, can you DM me on Facebook Messenger really quickly, if you don't mind, Vaughn and Julie, if you don't care. Shoot me a message over there if you're good with that. And yeah, I'll go to as far as you working you on the air. Let's try 14. Oops. Halt. DX. There we go. About NFT8. Okay. Let's try 14239. Vaughn and Julie, 14239. We'll try to get you in the log on 14239. So, seeing how you guys are in Florida, I'm going to try to put you in my Florida QSO party log. There has been very little Florida QSO party activity on 20 this evening. It was crazy earlier while I was at More Expo. Perfect. Kilo Golf 4, Victor Echo Tango, November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray. Great to hear you there, Vaughn.
Hey, howdy, yes sir. Kilo Golf 4, Victor Echo Tango, Marion County, M-A-O, from Marion County.
Awesome. MAO. Great to hear you guys. Hope you guys are doing great. You're 5'9", 59. Brilliant signal here into Missouri, the beautiful state, the beautiful show me state here of Mike Oscar.
Yeah, thank you so much. 5'9", right back there to 5'9", right back there to sounding amazing down here in the Ocala National Forest. We just got back from Ormond Beach. We had a blast out there at 1905, which is the North Peninsula at Flagler Beach, Florida. Had a blast out there, worked several different countries on a kite antenna. Our antenna was being held up by a kite. We had an absolute blast out there. Back to you.
That's awesome, Vaughn. That's just absolutely fantastic. If you guys have a few minutes and you're where you're able to, I'd love to bring you on the stream for a couple minutes if you want to jump on. It's totally up to you either way.
All right, let me go ahead and get some things set up real quick. Get some things turned on, and we'll get set up. Try to get on there for a little bit, hang out with you.
Fantastic. Yep, just DM me on Facebook Messenger, and I will. I'll get you a link to join the stream. Thanks, Vaughn. Great to hear you on the air and get you back in the log once again. Hope you're having a great day. We'll see you here in a few.
All right, big 7-3. Catch you in a few.
7-3 in November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray clear with Vaughn. I had a station WB9CSP interested in working with me. WB9CSP, are you out there? WB9CSP, Richard, are you currently on the air? All right, I'm chatting with WB9CSP. If you are out there, WB9CSP, I am on 14239. I think you said you were tuning up your antenna on 14239. So I'm on the air right now. WB9 CSP November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray on this side. November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray. Looking for WB9 CSP. All right, W2ELS 55 in Western New York. W2ELS, W2ELS. I see you in the chat here saying I'm 55 in Western New York. W2ELS November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray. Are you on the air? W2ELS, Whiskey 2, Echo Lima Sierra, November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray here. You are 5'8", 58 here in the beautiful Show Me state, beautiful state of Missouri. Yeah, copy your 5'5", and yeah, you're booming in here. You're really booming in here in my station, Ron. Great to hear you. Great to hear you out there.
Copy that. Yeah, no, you are coming in nice. You're about 5'5", 5'5" even, coming into Western New York, the Empire State, the Big Apple State. You sound great, Andy. Definitely going to see the live stream. Not a lot of Florida QSOs right now. I don't know what's going on in Florida. Over.
QSL, absolutely. Yeah, I did. I kind of missed what you said about the Florida QSO party. Could you come back on that again?
I'm not getting any Florida call stations right now. I've been tuning up and down the band and not hearing anything, and I didn't want to hop on a TV. I was trying to stay on single side there. Over.
QSL, Ron, yeah, 20 is kind of dead for Florida QSO party right now. I have a feeling they all moved to 40 due to it kind of, switching over to nighttime here. I have a feeling most of them went to 40 meters, but yeah, that's what I would assume is going on. I was just looking here. It looks like I worked you back in February, February 19th, on 20 meter single sideband. Great to get you in the log again here, my friend. Yeah, you're booming in here.
Big fan of WRL and ham radio Purple Sports. Get you in the log again, Andy. Hope you're looking forward. I'm going to send you a QSL card this time around, over.
QSL, sounds good. Well, I appreciate it, Ron. I just realized it's raining outside, and I've got to go close my window right quick. So I'm going to set down the radio mic for a second. I got the stream going. I'll keep it going. I'm going to bring Vaughn and Julie on here in a few minutes. But I'm going to put down my radio mic and go close my window and go back to the stream, get Vaughn and Julie on here so that we can keep the stream rolling. But great to catch you on the air, and hope to work you down the log. Maybe as a park-to-park one of these days we can get you in the log. Appreciate it, Ron. You have a great evening. I'll say 7-3 for now from November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray.
November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray, Whiskey 2, Echo Lima Sierra, signing out, 73, Andy.
7-3. All right, great to get him in the log. I got to go close my window right quick, guys. I've got the mic with me, so never fear, but I got to get this thing shut before it leaks all over my shack. I have my shack in an outbuilding here, so it's not like it's in the house, but still. All right, I think Vaughn and Julie sent me a message. Let me grab them. All right, let me pull that on my computer here so I can get them a link to join me. November 0 Alpha X-Ray back on the air. If anybody wants to work me, I'm for the stream's sake, I'm 14239. If anybody wants to work me, November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray. All right. All right, Vaughn, Julie, I'm sorry I got a little bit delayed there. Let me get you pulled up here, and I'll shoot you a link. All right, I'm going to go to 14262 really quickly here. Got a station. Wants to work me on 14262. November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray calling WB9 CSP on 14262. Go ahead. Here's my messenger. Okay, Vaughn, I'm getting you the link. November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray calling for WB9 CSP. Go ahead. All right, Vaughn. You should have a link in your message. It'll just kind of come like a little bit of a you'll kind of come into a little bit of like a waiting room, and I'll just go ahead and add you to the stream whenever I get to go ahead from you guys. So, all right, let me do an internet speed test. I'm going to switch back to my other system. It's kind of laggy of late. Let me just run a quick speed test here. See if we can pull it off. So guys, drop your comments, your questions for Vaughn and Julie in the chat here. They're going to be hopping on the stream momentarily. So start asking them questions. Well, where's my... There it is. Okay. Julie should be joining us shortly. Go ahead. Like I said, drop your comments and questions for them in the chat. And we'll get them to answer some questions for you, and if you've got any there. Guys, I'm going to be on Ham Radio Clubhouse, planning on the second Tuesday of the second Tuesday night of May. So why that? Going to be doing an interview with them on World Radio League. Super excited about that. So, all right, let me try switching back over to my other internet here, guys. Stand by. The stream's going to skip just a hair, but we should be able to keep it running here. Here we go. Maybe not so perfect. We're going to try. We're going to try for a few minutes. See if the stream is better. Looks like Vaughn and Julie are in the house. We'll give them just a second to get everything up and running. Vaughn, give me a thumbs up when you're ready. From what I'm seeing, Vaughn's at the shack. Julie's running the camera. You good? You good, Vaughn? You ready? All right, we're gonna bring Vaughn in. Here we go. All right, guys, we got you on the stream. Say hi.
Howdy, howdy. How's everybody on World Radio League?
Doing fantastic, Vaughn. I'm going to switch mics here so we don't get the feedback loop issue again. Give me just a second. Right, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you just fine. How you doing?
All right, perfect. Going great, Vaughn. Great to see you.
Make some adjustments.
Absolutely. Yeah, let me pull us full screen here. There we go. Now you can see us better. Rodney says he enjoyed greatly working you when he could do SSB, and then he had to move to FT8 at his QTH, unfortunately. So that's too bad, but yeah, always glad to get Vaughn and Julie in the log.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a blast today. We went over to Flagler Beach, like I was telling you on HF. We went to Flagler Beach today at the North Peninsula State Park. 1905 is the park number. And it was absolutely stunning day on the beach. It was beautiful. My wife was beautiful. The beach was beautiful. The skies and the breeze was lovely. Started out a little bit hot, but then as the sun started to go down a little bit, it cooled off real nice. And we did, 50 contacts or something, and 55 contacts, something like that, and worked France, Germany. We worked England, southern Brazil. Just had a blast representing awesome. Florida, and we did it all with our infed being suspended by our kite. So awesome. It was so windy, we couldn't really get a vertical up the way we want to, like we normally do in the park. And so we let it use the kite to suspend our infed.
That's awesome.
And it was a blast. Even got Salty Walt from Coastal Waves and Wires.
Oh, nice.
We got Salty Walt in the log again.
K4OGO.
It's always a pleasure to talk to him, even on our own saltwater amplifier. Right.
Yeah. Is that K4OGO? Did I get that car right? I think that's
W4OGO, K4OGO?
W4OGO. W4OGO.
There
okay,
you go.
Right,
there you go.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, Julie.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's great. I thought about doing a POTA today.
Too. What was that?
I thought about doing a POTA today. It didn't work. I actually ended up at the More Expo, Off-Roading Overlanding Expo here. That's a yearly event here in Springfield. Have you ever been there?
I've not. Actually, I've not even been to Springfield at all.
Yeah.
I was in Kansas City a long time ago when I was a kid, but I've not been up there
Yeah.
since.
We had a bunch of ham radio YouTubers there this year. We had Tank Radio, Ham
Oh,
Radio
cool, Frank.
2.0.
Yeah.
We had let's see here, who else was there? We had Ham Radio Crusader, Freddie Mac. We had a lot of them. We had
Very cool.
I'm trying to remember who all was there. Kyle AA0Z. There was KE6JE, the Hillbilly Ham.
Did Josh
there
make it up
was
there from Ham Radio or Ham?
No,
2?
Ham Radio Crash Course. Josh wasn't there.
Okay.
K0WHW was there.
I'm talking about was it Ham Tube or Ham TV? Was it,
Josh
from
Marler.
Tennessee?
Okay. No, he wasn't able to make it there either.
Darn.
No. Yeah, I was wishing I could bump into him, but
yeah, we're gonna
he was
do a live with him at Dayton
awesome.
one evening. We're gonna get together and do a little combo thing. Yeah, we're excited about that.
That's awesome. That's
Ray
great.
Ray Novak of ICOM been so nice to us, helping us out with T-shirts and different gear to give away. And we're going to be hanging out with him at Dayton. Also, we have been spreading the news and getting the ham radio prep shared to our local club members and stuff out here.
Fantastic.
And we just passed out a bunch of books. Even today, we passed out nearly a dozen books today. Just having a blast trying to help people upgrade. Julie's going to test on Monday night for her general.
Oh,
fingers crossed.
Awesome.
Nail it. She's just fixing to nail it. And so we're having a blast with that. I'm working on my extra. I'm not as close as she is to getting her general, but the extra is definitely on my list of things to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's on my list of things to do, but I just have not had the time to study. I've been so busy with my primary job, plus World Radio League, plus
absolutely, yep, it's crazy.
I started building these new antennas, and I'm starting to sell these things. Yeah, my time.
Tell me about your new antenna.
Yeah, okay. So it's a 20 meter end-fed half wave. I call it the end-fed biscuit. So we got a little BNC connector up here. It just mounts on there you just glue on the mount. And then if you see here, so if you see here, I can just take it and spool it out like so. Just grab the wire and just spool it out like so. And hang it up in a tree. When you're done, you just wind it back up again, and you're good to go. If you check out my website, N0APX.com, or I've got a YouTube channel, I dropped the link in the comments, but I'll drop it in the comments again. If you wanna see that, follow me there. But yeah. If you guys are interested, if you wanna feature it in a video or something, I can absolutely get in contact with you. We can make something happen for sure.
Done. There you are. Yeah. Done and done. We'll definitely get to that.
Absolutely. Let me just send you a link right quick to my YouTube.
I got it.
channel.
I got it pulled up right now, right there.
Oh, you got it. All right. Awesome.
Right, I'm looking at. I'm watching you unroll it right now.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Great looking website.
Well, appreciate it.
So
Thank you.
Actually, let's see. Mad Dog Coils just recently sent us a piece to use and try out and do a video on. We're super excited about that. His mutt antenna, and it's in the car. It's a 59-1 in-fed.
Okay.
That's a roll. That it's just got a winder. It doesn't have a roller. It's got a wind up, and so. Yeah. We've been playing with that. It needs a little bit. 59-1.
That's
yeah,
interesting.
It's really
Never heard of that.
Different. Yeah, different winding. It's supposed to be a little bit more efficient than a 49-1. I don't know because I still have to use my tuner to run it because it's it needs to be adjusted, and I just haven't had the time to really fiddle with it too much.
Yeah.
But we like that one. That's a really cool one, and it's a 40 meter through 10, the 40, 20, 15, or 17.
This one does 20, 15, and 10. I'm thinking about maybe kind of using the same principles, but kind of blowing it up a little bit, doing a 40 meter version at some point. But right now, I'm just trying to get this one out in the. out in the wild. So
can I tell you, I'm definitely down about playing with it, and don't threaten me, because me and Julie put it on a kite. we'll get we'll get that thing in the air and we'll work it. But that's been our kick lately. We've been on such a kick about putting antennas on kites and going to the beach and throwing them in the air. It's been great.
Yeah. So this one is a QRP antenna.
It looks very similar to the spool antenna, and so that's
spool
why I'm really
antenna?
interested in it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is similar in one way, but this one, the element is already connected to the toroid. You don't have to plug it in after the fact, and you can also spool it out without having to use a screwdriver or anything like that. It's just, it's all self-contained. So you just grab the disc on the side and just spool it out. So yeah.
So that'd be great when we do our motorcycle activations. We actually have a little motorcycle me and Julie ride, and we'll go to our local parks here and take the 705 and do an activation with the 705, and that'd be quick just to throw it over a tree limb and just work 20 meters on this with the 705. I'm down.
Yeah.
Throw me one. I'll try it out.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll shoot you an email. We can work out the details for sure on that. Absolutely. Yeah. So So at the More Expo. It was a great run there, and I was able to hand out a bunch of cards related to ham radio prep. Try to get the word out there. The overlanding community is becoming, kind of more leaning toward ham radio community. So trying to get the word out there. But I actually had an opportunity. I'd never been able to use a Yaesu or an ICOM radio, and I had my first opportunity to use a Yaesu FT710 there. So that was really, really neat. But yeah, no, I don't have the money for Yaesu and ICOM, so I've never used one before today.
Kenwood is big money too, brother. What you talking about?
I got a Kenwood 570D. It's an old model. It's like a 20-year-old model.
Look, you're gonna have to get a hold of James and say, hey man, look, I need you to take care of me a little bit better and get you a good radio. Get you that 7760 there in the shack. We just run the 7300, and of course, because I like things that are uniform and look good, we went ahead and bit the bullet and got the 9700 also. That way, a little matchy with the UHF, VHF.
Oh yeah. So, well, let me just tell you, Vaughn, if I had the money for one of those radios right now, I'm at the time of my life I probably wouldn't be buying one of those radios right now anyway.
It is what it is, man. It's just it's funny with family and a lot of our obligations kind of hold us up from doing that. But maybe you never know. Maybe your antenna thing will take off and it'll supplement.
Yeah, maybe
a little
bit. We'll see.
Maybe
one of these days I'll get one in the shack.
Yeah, maybe pay that credit card bill down a little bit. That way you can hook it up. Anyways, World Radio League, man. Listen, World Radio League. It's our go-to ham radio prep. World Radio League. We are exclusive. Just logging with you guys.
That's great. That's great.
We are. Let's see. Have you had any 10,000 contacts?
That's awesome. Have you ever had any issues, seen any problems with syncing between your mobile app and the cloud at all?
Absolutely not. As long as I have service.
Wonderful.
Boom.
Okay. We had a couple of reports, like right one after the next, several weeks ago. Hey, Julie, great to see you.
It's great to see you.
We had a.
It's good to see you too, Andy.
All right, yeah. We had a couple of reports a couple weeks ago where some users were acting like maybe they had a little bit of issue with the sync, but we based off of that and that alone, we are actually kind of rewriting part of the mobile app backend structure to where it's going to log all offline first, then sync online. So it's going to you're always going to have an offline stored copy of your logs. So that way there's no issue. If you have low service or whatever, you're not going to have any issues there. There was only 2 reports, one right after the next, and it was like several weeks ago. And it's like the only time we've ever heard of it happening. So it was really weird, but we haven't heard anything since. So
the only issue I had is when we brought in the QRZ feature, we had a little hiccup, but y'all fixed it right quick.
Okay, awesome, yeah, The QRZ lookup is if you don't have a QRZ subscription, it just it won't work for you. But if you do, then we should have worked out all the hiccups there. But absolutely. I will say we are actually in the we've got so many things going on right now. It's kind of, it's like, pick your priority. But the one of the things we've got coming right away is we're going to be sourcing a lot of call sign data ourselves. So we're going to be building our own database up, so that even if you don't have a QRZ subscription, you'll be able to access all that call sign data.
On my phone.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Julie zoom in a little bit to this screen here.
Oh yeah.
This was today, and there's all the contacts we made from the beach. Oh, I'm not using my mouse. I'm using my touchpad, and it stinks. But Germany, France, London, England.
Let's see here. Oh, it's zooming in, but we're on the lower screen. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, thanks so much. We had a blast. That's
awesome.
Newfoundland.
Have you used our map share feature there? Have you clicked the share map up there and see what that does? You used that yet?
This one here. There you go. That one. Yeah, Julie actually does this more than I do. I don't.
Nice. Yeah.
I fix the streaming stuff, and I play with a lot of the YouTube side, and she does all the World Radio League logging.
Oh
she
yeah.
does such a fine job doing it, and I'm telling you, when she steps away and I have to take over, I panic a little bit.
Well, I tell you what, Vaughn. After next week, she's gonna be the one operating the radio. You guys are gonna be doing 2 op.
Right.
Then you're really gonna be in a fix, aren't you?
Here, hold on. That way she can hear that. Okay, good. So actually, it's funny you say that. It's a good segue into what we got to talk about next. Is Paradan. Paradan, he used to own and operate West Mountain Radio, and he recently started his own business a couple years ago, and now that it's blown up, he's got more products coming out. Paradan actually makes a dual operator system. Let me see if you got that in picture. And there you go. And it's a dual operator box where you plug your headphones and your microphones into here, and then you both have your own foot switch. I have a foot switch. Julie has a foot switch.
Oh, that's
and that
so
way
incredible.
it's one microphone cable going into the radio.
Beautiful.
One microphone cable going to the radio. The dual operator box, headphones out, input and output, foot switches. It works perfect.
That's awesome. I've seen something similar from, or I've heard about something similar from Mark. What's his call sign? Why can't I think of his call sign? N0APX on the Ham Radio Workbench podcast. He does he has Halibut Electronics, and he started with his OHIS system, and so he's I think doing something similar there. But I haven't really used any of it.
Paradan's already got this stuff sitting on the shelf, ready to go. He actually has.
Can you drop a link to that in the chat so I can look or in the comments? I mean, of the stream, so I can look that up.
Yeah, sure. And then Paradan Radio also, he called me up. He said, "Listen, I know you already have the 4-way. I just built a 6-way, and we are also big fans of the Anderson Power Poles."
Oh yes, I love Anderson Power Poles.
And this is a 1 in, 6 out. That way I can plug my radio in. I can plug in my lighting. I can plug in the charger for my laptop and all the streaming stuff. It'll show the volts, the amps, and it's also fuse protected.
That's fantastic, man.
He also includes a bag of Anderson Power Poles with it.
Nice.
This stuff we're going to be putting up on our Poda Power Facebook page.
Okay.
And going to be shipping from us. And he's going to send us a bunch of them, like this lithium iron phosphate battery charger. You plug it, literally, you plug this thing into your 12-volt adapter in your car. That way, while you're driving down the road, you can charge your LiPo battery.
I'm interested. Send me a link,
really,
direct message me a link, email me a link,
absolutely.
something. I'm interested.
Absolutely.
I would even be
brilliant.
interested in
He has an
doing a
up
video.
converter built into it. He's got
Oh,
an up
nice.
converter built into it, so it takes it from 13 whatever your car's running at, and it levels it out to that 14,
That's beautiful.
14.6, whatever your battery needs. So
That's awesome. That's incredible.
great
Yes,
stuff.
definitely.
We're real excited
hit
about
me
it.
up. I would almost. I may even be interested in doing a video on that. So just hit me up and we'll talk. But okay, that's great. Yeah. So honestly, I'm kind of glad you guys are going to be able to do 2-op, because that may give us a little bit more insight. We have not, we haven't had a lot of discussion with 2-op activators on what might streamline the app, maybe a little bit better. So if you guys get to doing 2-op activations, talk to us. Let us know what you're feeling. What
we actually
might,
have already, me and Julie have actually already talked about this.
Yeah.
We'd like to see on your setup page where we put in our park number, put in our frequency, whether we're auto spotting or whatever the case, on the initial setup when you do your initial log. We want to be able to put in multiple calls for the actual log. So like I say, in here, Julie, I'm not sure if Julie wants to zoom in or not. When we go to exit out of here, come on, Pokey. It's my computer. It's not the website. Let's see here. So we go create a new logbook. I'm not sure if you can see this or not.
It's a little bit hard. It's not zoomed in yet, so.
I'll zoom it in. Stand by. She's actually working on that too.
Oh, you're just fine. You're totally good.
Let's see here. Nope. I want to get out of this one. There we go. All right, we get off of that one. Sorry.
Oh, you're just fine. You're good.
All right, there we go. So we go in to make a logbook. It is a POTA log. That's what we do. And logbook name, we can call this a test, because that's all we're doing is testing this thing out. And we're going to search for our POTA. Where is that? Find my park. Allow, because you're so smart. Or we go to the local park. In fact, we can do a twofer. Go back out of there.
You can just go to the settings wheel up over on the other side and add more parks if you want to.
Right. Well, I don't want to add more parks. I want to get back to that page.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, in this page here, while we're doing our initial setup of our frequency.
In the creation page, yeah.
Yeah, the creation page, exactly, where we're doing our frequency and all that. We'd like to add more operators.
Okay.
Easy peasy. Just drop a tab in there, so we can do my operator and also
so like
Julie,
just like a
just like we do
activation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just like we're doing with a +1 on the. Just like we're doing a +1 on the park. So say if we're doing a multi-park.
Yeah.
We could also add a second op.
Nice. Absolutely. We actually have the capability of changing the op call sign for a single log, so I'm sure we can come up with a solution to add a second op. We'll definitely.
You guys are amazing about that kind of thing. So I'm sure it wouldn't be very hard for you to tighten that right up and make it look good. And drop a tab in there so we can add in a second operator. And then that way we can just share or it'll just automatically update to their World Radio League log.
Yeah, definitely. So basically you're thinking, like a way to send the log to another operator, like a copy of the log to another operator, a second operator.
Yes.
That might actually be a better way to handle it.
That
honestly.
might be a better way to handle it.
We'll consider that. We'll consider that for sure.
You could literally just do it in the app.
Yeah. Yeah, let me make that note. Or duplicate to another account. Awesome. That actually, honestly, that's probably a better way to handle it, because then you've both got it in your accounts, and you both have a copy of all those contacts in your World Radio League account. So that's awesome.
See,
all right.
Because what Julie's doing now is she's going into a secondary
account
program and taking the ADIF and changing the call sign.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I gotcha. So yeah, if you're doing that, honestly, Vaughn, let me share my screen with you. If you need, oh, you're good. You're good. If you ever need to do this, can you see my screen okay there?
Yeah.
Okay. If you ever need to do this within World Radio League, all you got to do is you can grab your activation, and you can go up here to this, or let's see here. Actually, the better way to do this is to go to your QSO manager.
QSO manager, yeah, that's a brilliant.
Filter by the logbook, find the logbook you want, hit apply, then select all, bulk edit details, and then you just go up here, change this call sign to the other call sign, change it, save it, export it, then you can always change it back when you're done. It's, you can do it that way too if you want to do it from World Radio League. So
that would work. That would work if you're in the web-based, but it wouldn't work if you're on the app.
Absolutely, yeah. And I totally get that that's a temporary solution, and what we need to do is have a 2-op solution. By the time this is all finished, I'm sure we can come up with a 2-op solution. So I'll pass that on to our devs, onto the dev team, and we'll see what we can come up with there. What else you thinking, Vaughn? What other ideas you have?
I don't know. Let me defer that to Julie a little bit. Anything we could adjust, fix, make better? Any ideas that we could help out World Radio League with?
It's 10 o'clock at night, Andy. I don't know.
You're the first person I've seen to actually do that yourself. That's awesome.
He's making fun. He's just laughing about my crickets. But other than that, I'm telling you, you guys have put so much into this thing so fast. It's amazing how fast it's updated and how quickly it's evolved.
Every time I log on, I have to update. It's amazing.
I almost wish it would be more auto updates, because by the time we get out in the field, we may or may not have good service, and it's like, we'll update later.
With the mobile app updates?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get you.
More auto updates. That way, when we get to
I'm not sure. I don't think that the Play Store and the App Store allow us to run auto updates that easily. So instead of doing that, we've kind of we don't want old versions sitting out there and getting bug reports out of old versions. So we try to force updates. So make it to where the user sees that there is an update there that they need to update to, so that we don't get bug reports from old versions. So but yeah, auto updates aren't. Yeah.
I love the
ban conditions.
Ban conditions. Thank you. That is my go-to.
Yeah. Have you seen?
I'm heading to the park, and me and Julie are like, okay, what are we going to start off with? We're going to do 40 first, then try to hit the locals, or do we want to hit 20 and try to hit Michigan and New Jersey and Pennsylvania and try to get some DX? And we look at the app and be like, nope, do 40.
Yeah. You can see here. I pulled this back up on the stream here. We've expanded the widget for the web app. But that's actually going to be, hopefully soon, an update to the mobile app will be this expanded version. So not right away, because like I said, our mobile developer is working really hard on database enhancements to make sure that we don't have any issues there. But yeah, this expanded band conditions widget, I love this thing. Got the A index and K index, SFI, sunspot number all built in here.
Don't beat me, but where in the website or the web version can I get the band conditions?
So it's just in any page, it's just like in the top bar, right? If you go into any page except the home, well, no, it's on the home page too. It's in the top bar right here.
Homepage.
There's a little bar with the time on one side and the band conditions.
Real small. I got it. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I see it with the UV condition. Very good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're gonna incorporate that on the mobile app eventually.
Yeah, the plan is to incorporate those expansions onto the mobile app soon.
Sweet.
So yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
yeah,
we're looking forward to see you on Clubhouse. By the way, we are.
Oh yeah, that's coming up in just a couple weeks now. So.
This week, because of course Julie's testing with a lot of the Clubhouse members as VEs. You're gonna hear a lot of that talk on Tuesday if you watch.
Nice. Okay, that's great. Alrighty. So yeah, that'll be great, Julie, to finally get to work Julie on the air and get Julie in the log.
She's been special edition for so long, working 10 meters only unless I'm control operator. I might never get my microphone back.
At least you got that. You need to have like a little, and right beside that foot switch, you need to have like a little override switch that you can flip there. No, I'm kidding. Don't tell Julie I said that. No.
Okay, good. She can't hear you anyways. That's good.
I'm kidding you.
That's funny.
Yeah, Jenna Jeff said she takes it now. Casey, when you are there.
I'll never get it back.
All right, well that's great though. That'll be fantastic. But yeah, I'll reach out to you guys about the antenna and about
absolutely
and about maybe trying out that mobile battery charger unit. I would love to get my hands on one of them and give that a try.
I just got it let's see, so I just got it Thursday. Dan met up with us at Melbourne. And I'm like, I'll take one of each.
Yeah.
And so we got the dual operator controller, we got the 4-way, and then he's like, listen, just a heads up, I got that charger coming up next. And I'm like, put me down for one, I want one. And
absolutely.
We're gonna actually put together a POTA Power store. Hey babe, can you bring me one of the cups? Where we actually have been doing cup giveaways on our channel for live streams.
Nice. Okay.
And so we're gonna have on the store. We're gonna have these cups available with POTA Power with your call sign on it if you want it on there.
Okay.
And we have customizable, personalized
nice.
Cups, and also Paradan. And we'll also, if you end up blowing up with them roll-up antennas, we're gonna be putting them on there too. We're just gonna have a blast.
Sorry.
Sounds good.
There you go.
Yeah. Speaking of oh, nice. That looks fantastic. Speaking of cups, do you guys have our any of our World Radio League mugs? You guys?
We do. Stand by.
Okay. I was making sure you had some. Because I was gonna make sure you got them if you didn't. There you go. Nice.
It's humongous. Julie normally drinks 2 regular cups, just one of these.
Absolutely. And if you go on our Ham Radio Prep store, we also sell these tumblers too, customized. So.
Where? Oh, there you go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, here, let me show it again. There you go, right there.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I turn my head. Also, I want to show y'all support, love, all the good stuff. World Radio League, Ham Radio Prep, love y'all. Stand by. Watch this.
All right.
Boom.
Ha ha ha! Nice.
Yeah, they got it right there.
Yep.
On,
I'm
on the
I'm sitting
bookshelf.
here fidgeting with my founding member pin myself here. So,
Yes.
I
Yes.
was it was so funny. I was at More Expo earlier today, and I'm walking along and I see this group of hams standing around talking, and there's this one guy there. I never really saw him on YouTube before. I didn't really recognize him. But they're all standing around talking, and I kind of looked at him, and I looked at his shirt or his coat or whatever he had. And I looked, and all of a sudden I realized he's wearing a World Radio League founding member pin. So I was like, I'm going to talk to this guy.
Well, and also, of course.
Yeah, there you go. There you
We
go.
had James and them took so much care of it, took so well care of us when we were at Orlando. We had an absolute blast with them.
That's awesome.
And got to hang out with Jim. And
Yeah.
man,
Great.
It was so fun.
Have you been in touch with James about Dayton yet?
I have. We don't know what our schedule looks like yet when we get up there.
Yeah.
Because,
I'm sure he'd be happy to have
Ray.
you stop by at some point and just say hi to everybody. So, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do a drive by and maybe even hang out with them if our schedule lets us.
That'd be awesome.
We're gonna be hanging out with the POTA tent, and like we do.
Well,
at
if you
Orlando
guys
also.
end up for some reason accidentally ending up coming through Springfield, Missouri, the first weekend of June, stop by the Smart Ham Fest on Saturday and say hi. So
Absolutely. I don't know how that would work. My birthday's like a week later. And we plan on being up in the Panhandle for my birthday. Doing some
absolutely.
POTA up there. So that's
Awesome.
all of our trips are either we do family stuff. Of course, you got to do family stuff first.
Oh yeah.
But we normally are incorporating with POTA Power and how we could turn it into some content for the YouTube and all that. So
absolutely. But yeah, if we ever end up in the same place, I definitely game to shoot some video and stuff, and get you guys some content. But and we have a lot of POTA parks in the area too, quite a few. So keep that in mind. We got a lot of them around here.
Yeah, that's the boss. When she's the one that schedules this stuff. I just drive and talk on the radio.
All right. Well, Vaughn, it's great to have you guys on here. Hopefully, I just kind of do these streams impromptu every once in a while. But if you guys are ever around the computer at the same time I'm doing one of these, shoot me a message and we'll see about getting you guys back on here because I love having you guys on here. Great interaction.
Well,
great. We love having you guys on board with us. So really appreciate you.
If it wasn't for the fact y'all put out such a good product, we wouldn't love y'all the way we do because I'm telling you. We tried a couple of the different logging softwares, and we actually tried a couple of different, and it just
before I joined the team.
World Radio League's got it down. They got it down, and so we're all about it. If we love a product, if we like Paradan or antenna or whatever, we use the Flatlanders antenna. We love Mike Humphrey's Flatlanders antenna up there in Illinois, and I have probably sold dozens of them for the guy because we love the antenna and the same thing. We love World Radio League, and we did a club meeting where we presented POTA Power World Radio League Ham Radio Prep, and it went over so well. Got a bunch of new people signed up for World Radio League, passed out a bunch of books, and we had such a great response from that.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
And we're really looking forward to doing more Ham Fest and showing off World Radio League Ham Radio Prep, and keep on doing what you do. And absolutely, if you ain't got nobody lined up, we'll be glad to come and hang out with you.
All right. We appreciate it. And in fact, we're going to be recording a few episodes of the QRM podcast. We record about one a month. So if you guys are interested in coming on there, let me know, and we may bring you guys on here. Me and Jim bring you guys on a future episode.
Next time you talk to Jim, tell him I said hi.
Sounds good. Thank you. And if you don't mind, leave your browser tab open after I end the stream here, just for a few minutes, so it'll finish uploading the recording. Our content guys might want to cut some short videos out of this and post them later. So I like having the recordings for them.
Yeah, and if they do, if you don't mind sending a link to us, and we'll add it on the POTA Power site too.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. Thanks, Vaughn. You guys have a great evening.
Andy,
we're going to go ahead and shut
on
down the stream now. Say 7-3, everybody. All right, 7-3 guys. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you next time. N0APX. I'm clear.